Hi, amazing people. I just want to say hi to you. We're part of Clean Energy for Harris. It's an amazing group of professional networks of 16,000 memberships that we are fundraising. We've raised over $500,000 so far, guys. We have $300,000 coming in the door. We're going to have another 10 to 20 efforts. We also are doing relational organizing, GOTV efforts, including canvassing, phone banking, all in the effort to get Harris elected and have policy recommendations afterwards. We have an amazing advisory board, including Van Jones and Gina McCarthy, and we're built on the efforts of Clean Tech for Obama and Clean Energy for Biden. But the first thing I wanted to do is talk a little bit about like relational organizing, why it's important and why we can be really effective. Audrey, can you help us out?
Yeah, thank you, Genevieve. So what is relational organizing? People respond best from people they know, and I found that most people actually appreciate the outreach. I learned this personally in the last presidential election cycle through my work on clean energy for Biden. This was the first time I'd really gotten involved besides going to a fundraiser here or there. And my involvement happened because a colleague invited me to participate. It's a great way also just to reconnect with your network anyway. You may have people in your network that are actually wondering how to get more involved in this election, but don't know where to start. So you're actually you're helping them out. And depending on your own personal approach, you can initiate with something that's more nonpartisan if you want. My guidance to myself is just to be authentic and honest, share my perspective, and invite that conversation with them. So, for example, I like to say something like, "Hey, Jane, I'm involved in political organizing this election because clean energy is such an important issue for me. If you're interested in learning more, please feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, I can answer. More information is also at CE4H.com." Just think about it from who you would be most responsive to if you hadn't really gotten involved in political organizing before. I found that some people just need 10 to 15 minutes to chat. They would reach back out and they just wanted to be reassured that they don't need any previous experience and it's as much or as little time as they have. This is also something that you can do for 20 minutes at a time. So, for example, I can do this at my child's basketball practice on the weekend or when I'm on standby in the evenings for homework help to my children. So it's a great way to get involved with the flexibility that you have. So Chuck, how do we do this exactly?
Sure. Thanks, Audrey. So one of the things I really like to use for my relational building is LinkedIn. We all use it for our business contacts and friends and family as well. But really what I like to use with LinkedIn is taking the message here. So on this diagram, you see, we can just click on link message here and you can repost that to all your business colleagues and give them that personalized message that Audrey just mentioned. The next step you can do is you'll be getting content from Clean Energy for Harris. And what you can do is then basically identify those contacts that you want to reach out to. So first, click on My Network up on the top, and then that'll show a menu on the left which says Manage My Networks. And underneath that menu, you want to click on it and you'll hit Connections. Going into Connections, then it'll show you how to filter. You can filter by name, you can filter by profession. What we're going to be looking at is filter by location, because in this race, location is what matters. So on that one, I chose Michigan in this case. That's a battleground state. There's lots of other battleground states for the presidential race as well as other races. Anna Marie, what are those races?
So whether you have 5 minutes or longer, this is a great way that you can help the Harris Walz campaign. We need to be most active in those battleground states, to Chuck's point. So that's Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Wisconsin, and last but certainly not least, my home state of Pennsylvania. We also want to make sure that we have core outreach in some of the important states for Senate races of Montana and Ohio. And we always want to make sure that you guys are reaching out to your local House races and we will be providing you information to support that. So Genevieve, take it away.
Thank you so much. And thanks for sharing. So I wanted to just basically say thank you, thank you, thank you. And in addition to doing all this, again, if you only have a couple minutes, it totally works. We would ask that you fill out a form, because what we do as part of Clean Energy for Harris is we work extremely hard to get Harris elected. And then we submit our policy recommendations. And we also submit everything we've done, all the fundraising we've done, all the relational organizing we've done, all the canvassing, and knocking on doors, all our phone banking. And we want you to fill out this one sheet, because if they don't know about it, we want them to know about it. So there's going to be at the bottom of this instructions is going to be just a quick form that you can show what you did and when you did it. But again, this is going to be fun. We all know each other. We all love each other. We're going to be hanging out together and, just having a little fun. And then, because this is so important to our industry, guys. And so this is a really easy thing you guys can do for just about 5 minutes. So again, adore you all. Please help do this. It's fun. You talk to people you haven't seen for a little while. It's great. So just reach out, send a quick message, and let's have fun. Okay. So when we show up and when we win, and we're going to show up strong team, right? Right. Thank you guys so much.